This is the most important pachycephalosaurid skull found.
That is extraordinary. No one's going to believe this.
This is a typical. This is just amazing. No one would have believed me had I said I saw a pachycephalosaurid from the lands with wide open temporal fenestra.
There's no real indication of a large dome and these huge fenestra.
This is like the first European who saw a kangaroo. People will not believe this.
No.
People simply will not believe this.
And this is big news. This is big news.
This is totally unexpected, really.
In the recent history of paleontology, a fascinating tale unfolds with the discovery of Dracorex hogwartsia, a dinosaur that straddles the realm of reality and fantasy. Emerging from the late Cretaceous period, approximately 72 to 66 million years ago, in the expanse of North America, Dracorex presents itself as a controversial dinosaur within the family of Pachycephalosauridae. This newcomer to the scientific stage captures the imagination, resembling a creature straight from the pages of a fairy tale, with its head adorned in bony spikes and frills, a departure from the typical dome features of its kin. The name, Dracorex hogwartsia, was inspired by young visitors to the Children's Museum of Indianapolis, a nod to the realm of dragons, with Dracorex translated to Dragon King, and a reference to J.K. Rowling's iconic Harry Potter series encapsulated in Hogwartsia, for the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The saga of Dracorex identity takes a twist as its story twists with the expertise of paleontologists. Discovered in the Hell Creek Formation of South Dakota by amateur fossil enthusiasts, it initially stood as a singular marvel known from a nearly complete skull and 4 cervical vertebrae. Yet, the plot thickens as Jack Horner and colleagues questioned its standalone status, proposing that Dracorex might be a juvenile form of the more familiar Pachycephalosaurus. A variety of scientific discourse unfolded as a collaborative effort from the University of California, Berkeley, and the Museum of the Rockies casted doubt on the validity of Dracorex as a distinct genus. The plot twist suggests that both Dracorex and Stygimoloch may merely represent earlier developmental stages of Pachycephalosaurus, a narrative supported by a 2016 analysis revealing that the distinctive features of Dracorex may be ontogenetic variations on the growth curve of Pachycephalosaurus. And for those who might not know, ontogenetic variation pretty much means how an organism changes through time as they grow. So think about the life cycle of a frog and how it transforms from a tadpole to a fully grown frog as it matures over time. In the history of Jurassic World Evolution, Dracorex is first unlocked by the Hammond Foundation upon completion of the Entertainment Division mission on Isla Matanceros. The base genome of Dracorex is tan brown color with black stripes on the legs and on the midsection, and has a lighter white underbelly, similar to a Thompson's gazelle. Although the cinematic stage remains untouched by Dracorex, its presence is immortalized as a statue within the Lockwood Manor in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, cradling an egg in its beak. If you'd like to keep learning more about Dracorex, then this video will feature a complete paleontological profile of the Dragon King of Hogwarts, and then attempt to recreate its environment in the game Jurassic World Evolution 2. In the realm of prehistoric wonders, Dracorex emerges as a captivating figure, notable for its distinctive features: large horns, a rich skull, and an elongated muscle. Stretching approximately 11 feet in length and weighing over 150 to 200 pounds, this herbivorous dinosaur was equipped with a formidable armored skull, offering protection against predators that roamed the ancient North American landscapes. Dracorex displayed a rather robust physique, a bulky torso housing an expanded gut cavity, a wide rib cage, broad hips, short forelimbs, and a heavy tail. The expanded gut cavity hints at its digestive strategy, suggesting a reliance on fermentation of processed food. As a bipedal member of the Pachycephalosauria family, Dracorex belonged to a group of herbivores distinguished by their characteristic dome-head skulls, although variation in head shape existed within the family. In the history of paleontological discovery, Dracorex unveils its uniqueness, a revelation not only for its flat-headed form, but for the absence of similar fossils in North America. Its distinctive configuration of knobs and spikes sets it apart, representing a groundbreaking addition to the evolutionary saga of the Pachycephalosauria family. Bearing features especially similar to Stygimoloch and Pachycephalosaurus, Dracorex becomes a subject of controversy. The surplus of osteoderms in the form of regular osteodermal crust includes nodes, hornlets, and spikes, adds another layer to its mysterious look. Additionally, another of the most intriguing aspects lies in its sharply serrated teeth, sparking speculation about its dietary habits. Dracorex may have been an omnivore, adept at consuming both meat and plants, a trait reflected in its dental arsenal. An exploration of sensory prowess reveals a creature with keen vision, evident in its large orbits and a heightened sense of smell, indicated by the size of its olfactory lobes. Despite its stocky build, the design of its head, neck, and spine suggests a limitation in transmitting stress, questioning the efficacy of headbutting behaviors observed in modern-day counterparts. Diving into the debate supporting Dracorex behavior, some researchers propose a possibility of headbanging, a hypothesis supported by unique bone structures around the eye sockets. A significant number of examined skulls of various Pachycephalosauria exhibit signs of trauma consistent with osteomyelitis, an infection of the bone as a direct result of penetrative trauma or trauma to the surrounding tissue which led to the bone infection, suggesting a history of penetrative trauma during head-to-head combat. Whether they engage in such displays of strength remains a mystery, but the allure of the largest domes in the eyes of potential mates persists as an intriguing speculation. Dracorex graced the late Cretaceous period, existing between 72 million and 66 million years ago. Its existence concluded abruptly during the Cretaceous Tertiary mass extinction, a cataclysmic event that reshaped the Earth's inhabitants, marking the end of an era for Dracorex and its fellow land-dwelling dinosaurs. In the heartland of North America, in the vast expanse of the Hell Creek Formation in central South Dakota, a trio of fossil enthusiasts, Brian Buckmeyer and brother Stephen Salisbury from Sioux City, Iowa, embarked on a fateful journey. Little did they know that their fossil collecting expedition will unveil the Dracorex, a highly controversial dinosaur in the world of paleontology. Steve Salisbury, reminiscent about visits to the Children's Museum of Indianapolis with his daughter Alexandra, saw a unique opportunity to contribute to the world of paleontology. The trio decided to generously donate the remarkable find to the museum of late 2004, forever shaping the destiny of Dracorex. As the fossils arrived at the Children's Museum of Indianapolis, it lay encased in a plaster field jacket, concealing the secrets of a bygone era. The meticulous work of vertebrate paleontologist Victor Porter, alongside preparator Shane Ziemer, brought the skull to life. Behind laboratory windows, a fascinated audience of children witnessed the unfolding of history, subsequently being named Dracorex Hogwartsia by Victor, as the kids pointed out that the skull reminded them of a mythical dragon. In 2006, the paleontological duo of Robert Backer and Robert Sullivan formally described this unexpected marvel. Dr. Robert Backer hailed Dracorex as a scientific milestone, emphasizing its significance in showcasing the evolving branches of the Pachycephalosauria family tree. Yet, the tale of Dracorex took an unexpected turn. The initial excitement gave way to debate among paleontologists. Some proposed that Dracorex might be closely related to Stygimoloch and or Pachycephalosaurus, debating that its underdeveloped dome and horns suggest juvenile or female characteristics of the latter species. This proposition gained traction during the 2007 annual meeting of the Society of Vertebrate Paleontology. Enter paleontologist Jack Horner of Montana State University, presenting compelling evidence in 2009 that Dracorex might indeed be a juvenile form of Stygimoloch or even Pachycephalosaurus. His findings, co-published with Mark Goodwin, highlighted the plasticity of skull dome bones in all three species and suggested that Dracorex and Stygimoloch might be juveniles losing spikes and developing domes with age. A subsequent study in 2016 by Nick Longrich and colleagues supported the idea that flat-skulled Pachycephalosaurs were juvenile, proposing Goyocephaly and Homalocephaly as examples. In the same vein, paleontologists Mark Goodwin and David Evans scrutinized the youngest known Pachycephalosaurus individual, solidifying the concept that features of Dracorex were transient and could be mapped on the growth curve for Pachycephalosaurus. The narrative shifted, suggesting that Dracorex, far from standing alone, might be a junior synonym of Pachycephalosaurus. The scarcity of fossils adds an air of mystery, leaving many aspects of this ancient creature's life, behavior, and ecological road shrouded in the folds of time. Researchers eagerly await further excavations and more fossil finds, anticipating that future revelations will illuminate the shadows that currently cloak Dracorex's story. Welcome to the mesmerizing badlands of present-day North America. where the echoes of the age of dinosaurs linger in the dusty, sage-covered landscape. Here, within the Hell Creek Formation, a vast paleo environment is set, unveiling the landscape in which a vast number of species thrived. As we traverse this diverse terrain, we find ourselves amidst more than just a uniform landscape. The Hell Creek Formation reveals a collage of biomes. Meandering rivers, lakes, and various bodies of water cradle the remnants of a bygone era. Subtropical woodlands emerge, characterized by dense tree patches, forest clearings, and sprawling floodplains. It's not merely a snapshot of an ancient world, it's a dynamic tapestry of life and terrain. The subtropical climate, void of frost, is unveiled through the botanical clues left behind. Prehistoric plants like Metasequoia, Cicerophyllum, Ficus, and Magnolia paint a vivid picture of a humid environment. Amid swamps, flowering plants, conifers, ginkgos, cycads, and ferns thrived, while dense forests teem with conifers, canopies, ash trees, hardwoods, and shrubs. Picture a prehistoric forest where towering conifers like the dawn redwood dominate the canopy, their significant size casting shadows below. A secondary canopy emerges composed of trees like Gyrophyllum and sycamore relatives with slender trunks reaching for the heavens. Ferns and cycads add to the rich tapestry, flourishing in nearshore coastal swamps. Amidst the absence of grass, the low cover becomes a canvas painted with herbaceous angiosperms, ferns, and horsetails. In this vibrant ecosystem, Dracorex is theorized to have roamed the coastal and swampy regions. Living in small groups, Dracorex added its unique presence to the diverse ensemble of Hell Creek's inhabitants. Now, envision stepping into a time machine, transporting yourself back to the late Cretaceous Hell Creek Formation. The scenery unfolds, reminiscent of modern-day coastal bayous in Louisiana or the vast wetlands of the Florida Everglades. In this ancient world, remnants of dinosaurs and reptiles tell tales of abundance. Lizards, freshwater turtles, and crocodilians share the stage with their larger counterparts. As we unravel the secrets embedded in the layers of the Hell Creek Formation, we witness not just a snapshot of prehistory, but a grand spectacle, testament to the resilience of life in the eternal dance between creatures and their ever-changing environment. In the vast expanse of North America, a chapter of the late Cretaceous period unfolds, a realm where Dracorex, with its captivating presence, coexists with an array of mesmerizing creatures. Here, amidst the sweeping landscapes, Dracorex shares his domain with its larger relatives, including Stygimoloch, Pachycephalosaurus, and Spherodolus. Armored giants such as Ankylosaurus and Denversaurus form an integral part of his ancient ecosystem as well. The landscape is further brought to life by the grand herds of Hadrosaurs, Edmontosaurus, and a possible species of Parasaurolophus. These duck-billed giants, deceptively large, traverse the terrains in herds, leaving a permanent mark on the late Cretaceous stage. Ceratopsians, the horned marvels of this era, make their entrance. The colossal Triceratops and Torosaurus, with their imposing frills, dominate the landscape alongside the more modest Leptoceratops. These plant-eating dinosaurs redefine the notion of prehistoric wonder. Additionally, large herds of the nimble Struthiomimus roam the area. These fast herbivorous dinosaurs showcase a fascinating example of convergent evolution with ratite birds, illustrating the marvels of adaptation in the ancient world. Delving into the avian-inspired world, fossils reveal the presence of Leptorhynchus and Anzu, belonging to the Caetangnathidae, a group of bird-like theropods within the larger Oviraptorauria family. The small Thescelosaurus, a Neornithischian dinosaur, adds a touch of diversity to the late Cretaceous narrative. Yet, in this vast landscape, predators were not too far away. The 10-foot Achiroraptor and its slightly larger counterpart, the Cotoraptor, emerge as formidable hunters. As dromaeosaurs, they navigate the landscape with precision, contributing to the intricate dance of predator and prey. And looming over all, the undisputed apex predator of the late Cretaceous period, Tyrannosaurus rex, a colossal carnivore, casted its dominance over the Hell Creek Formation. In the late Cretaceous world of Dracorex, enormous dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus rex and herds of herbivores roamed the land. Amidst them, small mammals scurried, crocodilians lurked, lizards darted, turtles basked, and prehistoric fish swam in the water. While Dracorex may not have graced the silver screen, its presence is immortalized as a majestic statue in the halls of Lockwood Manor in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. However, Dracorex has an even bigger presence through the video game franchise, such as in Jurassic World Evolution. Dracorex comes to life once the player conquers the challenges of Isa Matanceros. In small groups of 4, Dracorex exhibits a particular aversion to overcrowded exhibits, requiring careful attention to its social dynamics. Their elusive nature poses a challenge to containment in early parks, emphasizing the importance of waiting until a pair can be acquired. Dracorex extends his legacy to the Jurassic World alive, boasting a resilient rare status with a fierce common Generation 2 variant. Dracorex also appears in Jurassic World the game as a legendary tournament creature. In 2022, Primal Ops welcomed Dracorex as a common dinosaur from the Stygimoloch family, awaiting rescue by intrepid explorers. Yet, Dracorex's journey transcends the digital realm, finding a place in the history of paleontology. Paleontologists bestowed the official title of Dracorex Hogwartsia upon this new dinosaur, dubbing it the Dragon King of Hogwarts, a nod to the children who noted that its skull looked like a mythical dragon, and a tribute to J.K. Rowling's magical world. The name Hogwartsia echoes Hogwarts School for Witchcraft and Wizardry, a fitting tribute to the enchanting universe of Harry Potter. Renowned paleontologist Dr. Backer, curator at the Houston Museum of Natural Science, lauds the synergy between dinosaurs and Rowling's literary magic. In response, J.K. Rowling herself expresses unexpected joy at this honor, relishing the idea that Hogwarts has left its mark on the world of dinosaurs. For her, it's a delightful twist, envisioning the dinosaurs as slightly less pyromaniac Hungarian horn-tailed dragon. As we delved into the realms of gaming, paleontology, and literary enchantment, Dracorex emerges not just as a prehistoric creature, but as a symbol of imagination and discovery. In the intricate dance of science and fiction, it stands as a testament to the endless wonders awaiting exploration. Hey guys, welcome to my park. In front of me is our Dracorex enclosure. We're on the herbivorous side of my park, and we can't really tell it's a Dracorex enclosure. We do have these herbivorous enclosure markers. Unfortunately, it's a Diplodocus skull, and I do want to pack this of a sword one, and I wish Frontier would add one, hopefully soon. Their latest update though has been amazing. Utahraptor, Tarbosaurus, Gigantoraptor, Concavenator. They look amazing, but today we're here for Dracorex. I did add a gyrosphere and I did deactivate it, but these guys still decided to chill. Nevertheless, we're gonna go ahead and focus on the enclosure, which we saw. It's gonna be based on coastal, swampy, subtropical woodlands. So an idea if looking at the Florida Everglades or looking at the Louisiana Bayou. That's a good idea to visualize how it looks like. I'm from California, so the closest thing I have are these wetlands there by Marina del Rey, which I went to when it wasn't not too long ago, and it was pretty cool being able to see wetlands and what California, or what one part of California looked like before it was populated, and a lot of wildlife in a small area, which I thought was pretty cool. So this is going to be our water, our ocean, if you will. So this is the ocean, and we're gonna work inland. So ocean right here. It did go past the fence, doesn't matter, leave it as such. Or if you're a perfectionist, you can go ahead and fix that later. But moving inland, we'll go ahead and add a couple bodies of water here and there. Mind the noise, sorry about those cars. I don't know if you guys heard it, but it was a bit noisy there. Try to not have them too circle-ish. We'll have these guys join together. Oh, that actually was a perfect little wavy lake system, I guess you could call it. Chop this part off if possible, and we can't, so happy little accident, we'll leave it as such. As Bob Ross says, little happy little accidents. And that looks more irregular. I like it. Okay, so this part, I guess we'll just chunk it out. There you go. Chunk. And yeah, we'll leave it as such. Too round though. There you go. A little more oblong, I guess you could say. Now that we got our water done, let's go ahead and do our terrain. Or elevation, I guess you could call. The only thing I'm gonna elevate, since all these photos and everything that I've seen tend to be pretty flat land, unless there are these parts where it kind of goes down into like a lake. So but we're not going to do that because we're working on the coastal, and that's further inland, I guess. Or I guess it could work for here, but the enclosure is a bit small. Dracorex is small, so we don't want to use a big enclosure for, these rather small animals. So, that being said, let's just go ahead and raise this part right here, which I kind of want to set as, the little resting, nesting area away from the general viewing, where they can go ahead and chill, and be away from just the people. And just, if you're annoyed of, zoos have those little areas where if they're annoyed, I'm not trying to chill with the people, and go back. So this is going to be it. Smooth it out. That way the gyrospheres don't look all weird, especially in this area, which I'm already going to look at. That's very, very sketchy, so we'll do that. That's fine. We'll see what the gyrosphere does later. Hopefully it's not too clanky. Alright, so we'll smooth it out. It's smoothed out. And now that we got that done, we can go ahead and focus on our terrain. So since it is a coastal swampy land, we're just going to add a small little layer of sand, which is going to be coming out of this, the ocean, if you will. So coming from the ocean, we do have this fine line of sand. And looking from the pictures, I didn't see a lot of sand. So this is going to be a small layer of sand, which is going to slowly going to transition into grass, dirt grass, you could call it. So we'll do that. And right here, I think you'll be able to tell. So we'll try to darken the water deeper. That way it looks like there's some depth. So now, you know, if you saw the lighting there, you can tell that it started to look a bit deeper. So we'll just add that here. And just cover this with sand. I wish this could be water, but this kind of does work for, you know, a coastal swampy land. You get those little areas where it kind of goes a bit more inland. So that actually kind of works. It's a happy little accident, as Bob says. With that, let's go ahead and focus on our foliage. So foliage, I did want to add these leafy climbers right across this border. As we get into, you know, further inland. So our leafy climbers, and I did want to add these leafy climbers mostly because of these wooden structures that just popped up right there. I wish we can add one more. See if we can get one more to pop up. I don't think we can, but we'll, oh, there it is. Perfect. So we've gone ahead and added that. And we're not going to use too much leafy climbers. We'll leave it as such. Next thing we're going to go ahead and use ginkgos. I want this fence to not show. So we'll try to add as many ginkgos as it allows me to because of the biosphere that we have in the way. And we'll just add some ginkgos to kind of give us a bit of a background. And this little area, this little circle-ish area, I kind of have reserved for some redwood, so we won't touch that. We'll add some ginkgos here as well. You know, just add them wherever you feel like adding them. And actually, happy little accident, yeah, as Bob Ross says. And the next thing we're going to go ahead and use are our ferns. We'll use some of that Tenschia, and that's going to form our second layer as we move further inland into the enclosure. Okay, perfect. So now that we got that done, we'll put in and sprinkle a couple of cycads, and that's mostly going to be around this little lake areas. I always want to have some representation of cycad. I love the way they look. I love that little orangey looking things. A flower. But yeah, it just looks really prehistoric. Just reminds me of dinosaurs. You know, it's a perfect pet. After that, I don't know. You can do as much as you like, but with that, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do and work on our conifers / angiosperms, which is gonna be, you know, that thick layer of of foliage that that you get when you're in a swamp. So it's gonna be really, really thick, and unfortunately, that's the environment that Dracorex lived in. So population is not gonna be able to spot them a lot on this side, but it'll be fine. We know they're there. And with that, let's actually add some calamites. Another layer of ferns. We'll add them here. That's it. Just sprinkled some in. And that leaves us with our redwoods, which are going to be, of course, our, our big conifers, or big, the metasequoias, as we saw earlier. So we can use some of these alpine trees. But I'm kind of want to go ahead and use the taiga ones. These big, thick, redwood looking trees, which is perfect for this environment. So we'll sprinkle some here. Add another guy. Add a little friend, as Bob Ross would say. Oh yeah, just go ahead and sprinkle in some conifers. Some of these redwoods. I think we're mostly done with our enclosure. You can see a Brachiosaurus peering over. Looks to be very jealous of this enclosure. Kind of wants to hop over. So yeah, to add a couple more conifers, some different looking ones. And with that, we'll hop over to our rocks, because I do want to add the rocks, of course, and just get rid of this pillar, which is bothering me. So let's go ahead and sprinkle some rocks. And I'm in the wrong part. So here for the sandy area, we'll use the Mediterranean rocks here. So we'll sprinkle some. Too big. We'll add some of these guys. And just have a group of friends here. And I guess the random choices have decided to give me we'll use it right here. Perfect. And we'll go ahead and sprinkle in some tropical rocks every now and then. So yeah, just kind of group them together. There's a big group right here of rocks, another small group here by the lake. And as we mentioned, we have a little nesting area on this side, which is already really, really foliaged out. But we'll add some rocks here to signal this is going to be the little resting area. Oh, we got a little freeze here. Sorry about that. It looks like I have to be upgrading soon. I do have a 3060, but that seems to be a CPU issue. Park's not even that big. Look at that. I still have a huge part of the park left. Getting some lags every once in a while, but it is what it is. I think that's pretty good. No, it's not good at all. I'm a perfectionist. We'll add more rocks to this nesting area. Hopefully I can add a little second layer. That way it looks more, more like a little resting area for these Dracorexes. So this is what I'm imagining their little resting area to look like. And we'll kind of do a small clearing like that. And we'll add the rest of the forest here. That's perfect. So nesting areas here. And because they're resting and doing all that stuff, picking up the dirt, you've got a zoo, so it's going to be a little dirty from them sitting down and doing other Dracorex things. But yeah, it's going to be super dirty. As well as adding the jeep trails from we haven't added the beacon. Let's add the beacon for the rangers to come in, do their cleanup, do their thing. Add it here. And of course, next to the beacon, we have to add famous pile. So we'll add a little poop pile right here. Now that we added our rocks, I want to add a couple more trees, but I think we already have a good amount of trees. This is a great setting right here. This picture right here. We could add a bit more trees right there, you know. Let's go ahead and add a small layer of ginkgos here in the back, if it allows me to. There we go, that's perfect. It didn't overshadow the redwoods. So that's perfect. Gives, you know, you get that little clearing here, which looks great. And let me just finish off the dirt. And with that, we're done. We'll go ahead and, you know, you guys can type down in the comments what else you do, what else you'd add, different plants, what, you know, different, I guess, outlook of what a coastal swampy land would look like. Let me know. You know, I'm interested to see what other people come up with and see what their enclosure looks like. So here you have it. Just adding a bit of dirt here and there, mostly around the rocks. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think. If it looks good, you guys let me know. You guys have a good one. Okay. The small herbivorous pachycephalosaur with its uniquely shaped head makes Dracorex a beautiful but deadly addition to your Jurassic Park. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.